Good morning, everybody. Going to be a new semester. What I wanted to do today is I want to provide you a way of how to log in for the weekly lectures. So at least you'll be able to log into that, and then we will have on that day, on the 25th of August, when our classes start, you'll be able to see me and you, and we'll be able to have our discussion for the week. Okay, starting off, one of the things I want you to take a look at is when you sign in, of course, you have the course list. Now, this is my course list, but you'll have your course list, and so you pick the course. We're going to pick the first one here, and it signs on. Now, I have it set for each course that when you sign on, you automatically see an announcement. This announcement I sent out last week has a link that you can use to go get your free Microsoft Office. You aren't required to use Microsoft Office, but folks, it's free, and it will make your life so much easier for this class, especially when you have to do things like citations and copying and pasting things into Windows and so forth. So I recommend it. You can use other things, but you're going to have to upload your documents as Word documents or PDF documents. So every document you create in whatever word processor you're using needs to be saved either in the Word format or the PDF format. I know you're going to get a little announcement here when it uploads. It says, well, you can use all these other kinds of files. Don't fall into the trap. So it's really difficult. Now, you'll see on the, I'm going to change it to where it looks like for you, because you're not going to see, you don't see everything here. And one of the things here that I've got is you're going to go down to where it says Blackboard Collaborate. It's supposed to say Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, but apparently the Ultra is kind of cut off. So you click Blackboard, and it'll take you a minute here because it has to, of course, load. That's why, you may want to start 10 minutes before class, 5 minutes before class. Now, I have completed right here. There is a course room that's always unlocked and available, so anybody can go in there. They can practice if you want to, make sure your microphone is working and then make sure that your video is working. I do want to see people show their faces here. It does make it very more personable, okay? So I think it's very important. I mean, it's kind of lonely here being the only talking head. Anyway, and you should, when you get into the session, you should mute your microphone, but when you have to ask a question, you can certainly unmute it, and that's what that's going to be for. Now here it says Scheduled Course Lecture. Now that's what we're going to be looking for. You click that, and you'll see all the lectures that I have set up. Some, you'll see a lot of them here, and you'll say, well, some of those days we may or may not meet, but I set it up this way. And you'll click the first one when it opens. This will be, it usually opens about 15 minutes before the class begins. So you can click that one. Now, to show you what it looks like, I'm going to go into the unlocked room, and you'll see what it looks like. Hang on. When you open it, you just click Join Course Room. And it takes it a minute. Always use Chrome. Even if you're using a Mac, use Chrome, especially if you're using a Mac. This is the best. This is the, what's the word I want to use here? This is the one that has fewer problems with uploading documents. If you're using a Mac, you want to use Chrome, because if you use some other browser, what happens is you will sometimes get a false positive. It'll tell you that you've submitted something, and it won't. And then, you'll all of a sudden you'll get a 0 for an assignment, and you'll say, well, I turned that in, and you have no way to show that you did. It'll ask you about microphones. You're going to want to click Allow. I'm going to use my own microphone. I have a headset that's better, so you can, let's see, audio. Looks like it shows. These are ways to test to make sure some of your things are working. this is working, and yes, I want to use camera. So of course, we know that that's working because you can see me right here. But this is what you will get as well. Now, I'm not going to do this right now, but I highly recommend it. Takes 5 minutes, maybe no more than that, not much more than that. You can click the tutorial. It'll show you what to go through. But I'm not going to because I don't want to do that right now. And I'm going to close this. So you'll see a bunch of things on here. You'll see a bunch of buttons here on the bottom, raising your hand. This is where if you have a question, you can raise your hand and it'll signal to me that you have an issue. One thing that you want to do right away is to go all the way over here to the bottom right and click this right here. And what you see, I'm going to move this over here a little bit, is you'll see the chat section. This is where you can also ask questions. Now, you're not going to see anything in here because, frankly, there's no one else here. I'm the only one here, so I'm not, but you have all these buttons down here on the bottom where you can go through these things. Now, I have the master control, so that is how, I let people in and out. I usually have everyone, microphones are muted, simply because, sometimes there's you may not even realize your microphone's on, and you'll have all this background noise, and you don't want that. It's just not very good. The other thing is as you learn more about this, we will talk more about this on Tuesday. The other thing to keep in mind is, you can turn the microphone on and off. This is how that would work. And of course, you have your camera. I would prefer that people do use the camera. I know people are shy, and I understand that. But here's the thing. I'm recording this session, and I want to see people in here because if there's ever a question of whether you're taking attendance or not, if your face is in here, then there's no question that you were here during a particular time. If I don't see a face, all I see is a name. If somebody unfortunately is tapped into your computer or something like that, I have no way of knowing whether you were here or not. Okay, so we don't really want to go into that. It is recording right now, and so hopefully I will be able to show you how this will work once it's finished. Now, when we're done, whenever you want to leave, you can, it says to start recording, but I'm already recording. So you can leave session. Here are some of the other things. Now, if you for some reason you can't get in via computer, you can obviously try to log in using, you can log in, or you can use a phone number, this number comes up. Here's the number, here's the PIN, but it will also show, you should write that down, but each class date may have a different PIN. So if need be, let me know, and I can send you the phone number or the PIN if you can't be here for the regular video session. When we're done, we leave. You can rate it. I usually skip this. This is not that important for me because we're just doing a one-time thing. Okay, so now it says we can close the browser window. That's what we're going to do. Now, what we're going to do is I'm doing this with Screencast-O-Matic, so you're going to get a different recording for this, and I will be posting it in the discussions, or excuse me, the announcement section. So that basically is all you'll need. Now, once the recording is available, it takes a little time. You can go, we're going to get out of this, save. We're going to save that to get out of this, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the sandwich here, okay? And this little sandwich here on the upper right is very important because when you're looking for recordings, you can press this little button here, and if there are any recordings, which I'm hoping we will have, you'll be able to go back and look at past classes and see what happened, okay? So that's where we're going to end it today, and I hope that this little tutorial helped you guys out, and we hope to have a good semester, okay? Look forward to seeing you all. Thank you.